But it's something about Fridays that has just gotten a little bit better. I think it's because we now do the Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week. Awesome. We started it last week. Love our partnership with Smoothie King and love our partnership with the Lead Foundation. And because of that partnership and the Lead Foundation brings valuable perspective to the selection process, helping us highlight a diverse range of sports schools and inspiring stories across southeastern Michigan. Now, this week, we have a new Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week. It is none other than a volleyball player, and not only a volleyball player, ladies and gentlemen, she's a freshman. Put the graphic up there, Kool-Aid. Let's give her kudos. As you see it, 100%. Kate Berghoff is a standout freshman volleyball player who embraced a new challenge this season by switching to the libero position. Her dedication, adaptability, and relentless work ethic have made her a vital leader on the court. Kate's passion for the game and commitment to her team make her the deserving choice for High School Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Smoothie King. And you see your stats: 40 digs, 6 assists, 2 aces, a 4-0 record. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in Kate Berghoff today. Kate, how's it going?
Hey.
Congratulations. So tell us about your 4-0, 40 digs. We see the stats. Talk about what's working for you this year and your team.
Just what's really working is just I feel like we all just kind of put our heads together and just work. And, we put in a lot of work and practice every day. And I think just all 13 of us girls are working so well together. And being able to lean on my girls, is just working really well. So
I want to highlight something. We mentioned freshmen. Last year, our Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week was a senior. You're a freshman. I remember what it was like trying to play as a freshman. Although I did great things in high school and in college, guess what? I didn't play when I was a freshman. I didn't get a chance to start like you. Talk about what it means to start and play as a freshman, because it has to come with a lot of responsibility for a 14-year-old.
yeah, so it's definitely a big step up. And I think just coming in as a freshman is already just a really big move. And it just means a lot. And I'm just really grateful and fortunate that I'm just able to have this opportunity and having the coaching staff and the teammates that I do. So, yeah.
So, Natalie, right now we're talking, what made you choose volleyball over basketball with the hype right now around Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins out of USC? It seems like basketball is a popular sport. However, so is volleyball. What chose volleyball for you?
I started playing volleyball kind of right when COVID hit. I didn't have much to do, so I really needed something to kind of get into. And volleyball started to get really popular, and I went to a camp, and I was just, this is it for me, and I just really want to continue this, so.
So how's your academics? Let's talk about the classroom as well. We want to do your parents proud. We want to make sure we talk about the books, because I understand the curriculum at Mercy is it's pretty high. It's pretty high level. How are your grades?
So I do have good grades this year, so
Okay.
far. So that's going really good. Just really trying to get my homework done, making sure I'm not falling behind with athletics and stuff. So, yeah.
So now Smoothie King, as being the high school Smoothie King Athlete of the Week, which you are, 2026, you'll receive free smoothies all year long. They give you a smoothie card, and you'll be able to tap in and go to wherever you want, get smoothies all year long. So a lot of car rides with your girls, picking up smoothies and proteins. I love what Smoothie King has done with their menu. The smoothies, they're very good. You got to try them, and guess what? You'll get your card. You'll be able to try them all year long. And also, you'll get some of that merch. Smoothie King has some dope merch, so we'll get that to you. Here's some fun stuff. If you could go to a concert right now, what would that concert be?
I would love to go to the Drake concert.
Oh, okay.
I think he might be going back on tour, so could possibly get tickets to that. So that would be really cool if I could go to that.
He's had a big hiatus. I definitely think there are a lot of people that are waiting to see him when he comes back. What Drake album is your favorite? What songs? What album?
I don't know.
I put
I'm
her on
not
the
like
spot.
a huge Drake fanatic,
I got you.
but I do really like the song Feel No Ways. That's
Okay.
one of my favorite songs. I'm not a really heavy rap kind of person, but I
Okay.
like more of his chill songs, so
I like
yeah.
more of his show songs as well. All right, next next contest, next team. Who do you guys play, and what's the scouting report?
So, I think our next like official game, I think is districts. I
Okay.
think that's kind of like game, but we do play in like a quad and a try and then another power series, which is like a tournament on the weekend. So we'll find out our schedule more closer to those dates, but a lot of us like to watch film and stuff before going into games just to get the other team's tendencies, just kind of know what they like to do and like prepare ourselves. So
Now, Kate was instrumental in her success, the team's success at the Motor City Power Series. Mercy went 4-0, wins over Eisenhower, Brighton, North Branch, Traverse City Central in the 4 matches. Kate totaled, as we said, 40 digs, 6 assists, 2 aces. Kate was also the key factor in Mercy's third-place finish at the nationally renowned A6 Challenge at Mother McCauley. How was that tournament? What was it like? You finished third. You guys go 4-0. I don't necessarily understand how it works. Break it down for us and how a tournament works and how you guys actually did.
So it was a 2-day tournament. So we played 2 teams. One of them was out of Florida and another one was out of Illinois. And we won those 2 games. And then the next day is like bracket play. So that's based on how you did the day before. So going 2-0, we were in the gold. So we played Marist and then Assumption from Kentucky. And then we played like Divine something from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so we ended up we won our first game on the second day. We lost the second one, but we still had to play a third and we won that to finish third place. So it was just a bunch of super competitive games and it's so fun to play teams from different parts of the country. So it's a great opportunity.
What's the
So.
experience like? When you play against teams from other states, you get a chance to see a little bit more of a different culture outside of Michigan. What's it like, and who's been your favorite team to play against based on their energy or how good they were?
I would say probably my favorite team that we played was Marist I think they were out of Illinois, and it's just a different energy playing teams like that, and just it's so different than just playing teams in Michigan. It's like almost like indescribable just how competitive and how energetic it is. So it's a great environment.
Talking to freshman from Mercy, Kate Berghoff, who is our Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week, having some conversation, talking about some of the games she's had and talking about education. But also, you see this shirt that I'm wearing. It's called a jersey. It's the Detroit Lions jersey. Let's talk a little Lions. I understand you and your father, you watch some games, you dial in a little bit. What do you think about the Detroit Lions this year, who are 4-1 and number 1 in the NFC?
I do have a bias. I think that the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl every year, but
Atta girl.
There we go. There we
Bring her
go.
on every week.
100%.
Yep. Yeah, I love watching the Lions, and they just have such a good energy in their team, and they just work well together, and I just love kind of their team atmosphere and everything. It's great.
Hey,
So.
Kate, we appreciate having you on the show. Thank you to your parents for allowing you to come on and be the Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week. Before we let you go, is there any shout-outs you want to do, anything that you want to say, anything you can say to the people right now?
Just a big thank you, obviously, to my parents, letting me come on here, and a big thank you to my coaches for all their support and just trust and belief in me as a freshman. It's huge, and also all my teammates. So love you guys. So.
Kate, you have new fans and new supporters here at Woodward Sports. We will be supporting you for the rest of the year, and we expect and we hope great things from you in the years to come. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
No problem. We appreciate you. Again, that's Kate Berghoff, who is this week's Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week. I am super enjoy doing this.
I hope Michigan State was watching.
Doing
Let's
this. I love
I hope
doing
Michigan
this.
State's watching. Get that girl.
100%.
Get that girl a scholarship.
Is it just me, or is the professionalism or the maturity of the athletes today
It's
just
so
much
different,
more
man.
through the roof? It's what
so
they
different.
deal with. Maybe it's social media and how serious they are at an early age. Like, you couldn't tell me she's not in college right now getting ready for
Didn't
her
seem like
sophomore
her first
year.
interview. That's for darn sure.
100%. She was elite.
Yeah.
She's elite at 14.
And I think one of the things that
Respect to her parents,
really
too, by the
resonated
way.
with me was she just kept talking about the energy of different people, different situations, different tournaments. And for a young woman of 14, she gets it.
Yeah, one thing about it, too, as I bring in Ryan, whose mom has a little bit of experience in this field, I should have had you ask a question. I dropped the ball on that one. But she kept mentioning 4 letters that are very, very similar to what the Detroit Lions, what their identity is. It's the team. Like Bo Schembechler said years ago, the team, the team, the team. She mentioned team at least 4 or 5 times.
Teammates.
That's how you win. That's how you win, Kool-Aid.
Yes.
That's how you win.
I was just gonna say I was gonna bring that up too, and that's one of the cool things about this panel is a lot of us have been on teams, sports, and now we all get to work together as a team too. And to hear her talking about that, while she's the one being highlighted, she said, you know what, it's really about what my girls are doing to help me be in these positions. It's really about what we're doing as a team. That, to me, you guys already know, that stuff gets me fired up.
Yeah. She's going to go far.
Congratulations.
Yes, she is. 100%, Ryan.
Yeah, so, again, if I'm secretly good at a sport, it's volleyball. My mom is a middle
What?
Talk
to me about it.
My mom was a high school coach before I was born, and she's now a middle school coach at our local high school. And I just want to put this into a little bit of perspective for you guys. A freshman libero.
Okay.
That is
break it down.
That is basically a quarterback, a point guard. That's impressive. A freshman libero, and then you see the 40 digs, right?
Right.
Yeah, 40 digs. That
6
means
assists and then 2 aces.
she's got some grit. That means she's diving on the floor all the time. Those are impressive stats, especially as a freshman. So that's astonishing to me.
The wrong person was interviewing her.
Yeah.
Like the wrong.
I was like, what the hell is a libero?
And you know what? And that's all my fault because we had this conversation before we went on the show, and
I had
he
a
was
good question
he was
too,
supposed to
Bray.
be the guy.
I had a good question too.
I don't trust your question sometimes. What were you gonna ask?
I was going to ask her, and this is one of my favorite questions.
Answering to set you up, get you in trouble.
Anytime that I meet somebody that loves basketball, my first question is, who was the player that made you love the game? A lot of people say my dad, but I want that first professional that made you believe in yourself to be a player, whether it be just as a hobby or whether it, for somebody like Kate, as an actual aspiration and a dream going forward. And I'm curious, is it somebody like Caitlin Clark? Is it somebody within her sport?
Yeah.
I'm just curious who it was that inspired her at a young age.
What I wanted to ask is I watched what were they? Misty Man, Kerry Walsh. I think everybody watched them back in 96, 2000, 2004. But they were elite college volleyball players as well that turned to beach volleyball to play in the Olympics to further their careers, make money, etc. I should have asked her, like, what is the path for the future? Like, what are the plans? Obviously, get to college, but is there any plans to pursue this further?
Yeah, sure.
Or is it just a vehicle to get to college, to get the education, to get the degree, and then figure out what business road you want to work in?
I feel like you're real sneaky good at beach volleyball.
I am.
I like volleyball.
I bet you are. I could play some volleyball.
Because volleyball is an athletic sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be athletic. You have to want to dive on the floor. Like he said, you got to have that grit about you. It also
I'm
is
not
a team
diving
game.
on the gym floor. I'll dive in the sand.
Sand.
Exactly. I ain't
set up. See, look at us. Because of the Lee Foundation, we appreciate you guys. We're bringing diversity to the show.
No doubt.
We're sitting
No
here
doubt.
enjoying.
We haven't
talking
talked
about
a whole
the
lot of
sport
volleyball up here.
volleyball. Yeah, we will. But once again, you see it, Kate Berghoff. If you want to recommend, suggest anyone for the Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week, all you have to do is scan the QR code that we will put up here when I do the Smoothie King read. Get people to this desk. Get people to the show because it's fun. Highlight your people. If they're doing great things like Kate, if they're doing great things like Tommy Carr, they deserve to be celebrated. They deserve to be highlighted. So take the chance and do it for them.